Hey, wake up. You fell asleep for like a long time. Actriel's been trying to talk to you.
Hi, Sedge.
Hi. Are you alright, by the way?
I mean, no.
Fair enough. Well, I'll let you know that Ovu got through. Help was already coming. It should be another day or so. How's the hunger?
It's fine. I'm fine. I'll just stay out here.
I think she forgot she can still open doors. Let's hope she suddenly doesn't realize she's not locked out. Just keep her mind busy. I'm gonna check in with Ovu and Hip.
Sorry about waking you up. I can't see you. I don't know if you're okay. I don't know what to do. I have been feeling hungry again. It won't stop for one fucking second. The feeling won't go away. It's killing me. I don't want to leave you, but maybe I should go to the other side of the ship. Maybe it's better if I'm not around you. But what am I gonna do if I lose control again? Maybe I should go out the airlock at this point. Maybe I should have done that a while ago. I know help is coming, and I know it's not my fault, but what if help isn't fast enough? And just because it's not my fault doesn't mean it didn't happen, isn't still happening. I just needed you to know what I'm thinking, and that's what I might do. Don't you dare open that door. Stop. Listen to me. As much as I want to make it out of here, I don't want to be the only one who makes it out of here. And you're important. More important than me. You need to survive. You're a part of how we contact Earth, of how we integrate your species. You're the key in all this. And it was my job to get you to Caradol. And damn it, I'm going to make sure that happens. I couldn't do the same for Tori. I will not repeat that mistake. Well, if it keeps you from opening the door, I will think on it. But I might just suddenly get up and leave. For good. And I'm not going to tell you if I do. So, if I do, I love you. I wish I could have loved you better. And I'm sorry. I know we broke up, but I need someone to believe in. I'm afraid. Here, tell me about your childhood. Just to talk to me. I want to know what it was like. What made you happy? What were some of the things you liked to do? Things sure are different in your world. Honestly, I hate that question. Questions about childhood. I don't like thinking about it. Things got really hard for me after my grandparents got sick. But when I was a kid, I loved climbing trees, which I know is the most obvious thing in the world for my species. But, you don't think about it like that back then. About what you're meant to do or not do. You just do. I'm gonna tell you something personal. I was really drawn to prey species. I always have been. My friends were mostly prey species. It's not like I'm unfamiliar with being around them. I was only friends with one predator species, and she was actually bigger than me. When I was a kid, I would make her treat me like prey, because I wanted to, I guess, be like herbivores. I didn't like learning about my place as a predator. It gets drilled into you, though. Don't do this, don't do that. I got in trouble for some of my behavior, so to speak. I wanted to be like my friends so badly that I treated them as if we were of the same place. See, you're not allowed to pick up smaller species. It's disrespectful, like highly disrespectful. But I would carry my friends around, and I remember getting sent home for a week when a teacher caught me doing it. I got so much shit for it. But I just wanted to be like them. I wasn't trying to control them. Gosh, I've never told anyone this story. Because after that I started acting like my species, properly. I don't know how it got me into this super serious, super strong-headed, no-nonsense type attitude that I've had for so long. I guess I felt guilty for stepping out of the status quo. I don't know. I felt embarrassed. So I figured I needed to be respected for what I was, not who I was. Because who I am underneath my big, scary exterior feels small. I always felt small, I guess, but I wasn't allowed to feel small. I guess I was just compensating for that. This is stupid, I'm sorry. I never really took time to think about this, and I feel like my body is betraying my mind right now. I don't know what I am anymore.
Guys, there is a ship approaching. It's not the rescue team.
Well, then what is it? Pirates again? Because I can't take much more of this.
No, I don't think so. It has the district emblem. Ovu, do you recognize what classification that ship is under? I'm not familiar with it. Is it? So wait, that's good news, isn't it?
You guys need to take cover.
Oh, it's one of those.
You hear me?
Wait, why do we need to take cover? What's the right protocol for this? We didn't do anything wrong. You need to get...
Niemand is maar
Marker is voor de Soju Chuba.
Niemand ook maar kan het zien. Ik moet agreeën.
Oh, Greedy Dogrios?
Kotska and Slater on. Did you turn yours on too? Hi. How are you feeling? Oh, shush. It's okay. It's alright. We're what you call nurses back where you come from. We got a copy of your language so we could speak to you. My name is Creedy, and this is Deju.
Hi, hello. You've been out for a while.
13 days. It was not the intention for you to be out that long. The gas that the towers used is already quite strong, and it was far too effective on you, unfortunately. Oh,
Oh, careful.
careful.
Calm down. Everyone's okay. The rest of the R9 crew is okay.
Everyone's fully recovered in a week. Captain Nouveau Onstrad was actually here recently visiting you.
Oh, actually, we know.
We know.
She's fine.
She's been fed, tested, and medicated.
With a hunger suppressant.
You've undergone some testing yourself, which, apologies, it was done before we could make sure you were comfortable with it, but these are unique circumstances, and answers were needed as soon as possible.
Just some DNA and bacteria testing. The results were quite phenomenal.
Not for you to disclose at this time.
Oh, Dr.
Dr.
Brenham.
Brenham!
Yes, hello, and good morning to our deep sleeper over here. I would like to talk to you about the events that took place on the R9 in private, if that's all right. Excellent. Greedy, Deju, please excuse us.
Of course, sir.
Goodbye.
All right. I'm sorry about what you went through. It was incredibly unexpected, and thankfully, no one's fault. Well, unless you count Mr. Destera, who is still missing sadly. Heavy Imperial, sorry. But we ran some very tricky tests over the past 13 days in regards to both you and Miss Doma's genetic makeup and bacterial collision. Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but she had a predisposed addiction to you. In fact, her entire species has a predisposed addiction to a very specific chemical in your pheromones. A chemical that has actually been outlawed and destroyed thousands of years ago. Now, I've got a little Enxion history lesson for you. Back on their original planet, this chemical was introduced to Enxions as an invasive species with a surprisingly similar biological and chemical makeup as your species. In fact, it was like a drug to them. Now, Enxions, of course, were not the first intelligent species, but they were a very difficult one to control because of their transparent skin. So the introduction of that species was used to make them addicted and therefore controllable and conquerable. Essentially, biological warfare. They were drugged into becoming a civilized race. That took a long time, of course, but the main issue we have is that we don't know why you are so scarily similar to that animal that was used for its pheromones. There is even speculation that you might be the same species, but keep in mind though, this was hundreds of thousands of years ago that this happened. It would also have to mean that your planet was already discovered over 100,000 years ago, and your species was picked up and distributed until it stopped happening for whatever reason. But if that is the case, it was never documented, or at least documents would be missing. Because, as far as we're concerned, this is our first discovery of your planet and your species. It's a lot to take in, but there is a bit of a mystery surrounding you now. Everyone's super interested in you. Could also explain why you were initially graded as livestock, but we can't say for sure if you have a direct connection to that invasive species or if you just so happen to be a similar biological makeup. Ironically enough, because of the debilitating effect that drug had on Enxions, the mystery species was destroyed and outlawed. But to make a long story short, you are a drug to Miss Doma, and when she had her venom production cut off, it only amplified the soup of unstable hormonal activity that was already building up inside her. Regardless of Mr. Destera's actions, disaster was already underway. How are you feeling, though? You were at no fault in this situation. There's no way anyone could have expected something like this to happen. I mean, Ms. Doma should not have done what she did. But she became a slave to instinct when she got in contact with you. She's alright now, though. She's got a mood and a hunger suppressant. She'll probably have to stay on them. And we'll have to semi-quarantine you from the other Enxions until we find a way to remove that pheromone in you. or properly cure her reaction to it. But you're safe to come on out, come see how everyone's doing. I think some of your crew members have already left, but we can check it out. I'll get Deju to escort you. Deju, can you escort them to the Heberdrome?
Absolutely. Come along now. So, you learned the terrible truth, huh? I thought it was so interesting. You're practically a medical mystery. I participated in some of your tests. Did you know that your earwax is actually a type of sweat? That's a very rare trait. It's so fascinating to see how a sentient and intelligent species can form independently from other sentient and intelligent species. It makes you think. You've also got a network of neurons lighting your stomach as well. Oh, and the glowing. I was so fascinated by how you glow. Oh, but Burnham said your eyes don't have the capacity to perceive the light you emit. So, I guess I shouldn't brag too much. From what I can see, it looks amazing though. Maybe there's a way to help your species perceive it one day. But I guess I shouldn't be bothering you with stuff you already knew. It's just not every day that you get to untangle the intricacies of a new species. There's so much I could talk about. But anyways, here we are. Looks like most of the team is still here. I'll leave you to it then.
I think you've got it all wrong, Ovu.
It's cool that they made you. Hi.
You feeling anything, Act?
I can't even feel my face right now, so no. So you hurt then?
Every damn nurse and doctor will not stop asking about you. I've been interviewed at least 20 times now. I'm so ready to go home. Ovu, how do you not know how to use those?
I'm okay. Yeah. I'm on a lot of stuff to help me out.
So, who's gonna tell them about Evian?
Evian is the biggest piece of shit.
Well, we know that, and Evian was spotted recently. He is currently on a ship that was missing for 8 years.
He's in this conspiracy cult about my species and a few others as well.
They weren't able to arrest him because this was before the news got to headquarters and the ship went dark.
It left the district and region.
It was possibly part of some kind of attack. But the thing is, we don't know for sure if they already knew what you were and what you could do to act real, or if it was just circumstantial and he took advantage of what was already happening.
I feel like he had a different plan, but then when all of this was happening, he took advantage of it.
Probably. Or that too, yeah. Who knows anymore? All I know is that I'm taking a year off. I'm gonna do some traveling. I feel like I've earned it.
Yeah, you did.
We can't leave just yet, though. We are waiting to be released. It was supposed to be put into motion after you woke up.
Mm-hmm. You're probably right, Uvu. Hey, there's a green space just outside if you want to come with me for a bit. We need to talk. Come on. Oh, Hibberich. They're with family right now. I think he actually got released already. He's young, you know. This was a training experience for him. It was not supposed to become dangerous. Him and Uvu are actually going to be stepping away as work partners. Oh, no, it's nothing bad. It's good news, actually. Hib asked Uvu out, and Uvu said yes. So they can't work professionally anymore. But that made me happy, though. Hib had a good effect on Uvu. I'm happy for them. So, I'm quitting my job, though. Yeah, well, I'm gonna work for a position for processing test results. The receiving end of what I do, so not working with species directly, but working with their information. That way I can stay on the planet. The legalities of everything that's happened has been messy, but I'm pretty much cleared. It's being classified as an unpredictable biological mishap, and also a cult-motivated attack from Evian. Or at least, that's the best I can translate. There's a lot of big words being thrown around right now. But obviously I'm on leave for now, until I'm in a better headspace. So, why did no one tell me about Kyra? I get that you guys didn't want to freak me out. I just feel really... I don't know. I guess I wish I could have grieved when it happened instead of days after. Or been aware. I found out last week. I've already cried. I just feel sick. She's gone. She's all gone. There's nothing. I just can't imagine doing that to her. I just can't. And then I heard that you tried to sacrifice yourself too, before she did. I don't even know what to do with myself. I don't even know what to say. Oh, right. I was going to throw myself out the airlock. No, I wasn't just thinking about it. I was going to do it. I guess if I had known about Kyra, I would have done something like that. I would have hurt myself. I guess that's what Uvu meant about protecting me from myself. I got heated with Uvu earlier over Kyra's death. They've been so patient with me, though. They handled everything so well. Uvu invited us to lunch, by the way, with him. Dinner date, I guess. I've not seen this side of Uvu, though. I think we're becoming friends. They're not just my captain anymore. I guess for that reason it's good we're all going our separate ways then. Speaking of dating, though, do you want to talk more about that? I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, where you're going to go, if they'll provide a place for you, and if I'm even allowed to go home, or if we can even be together at all. I don't know. I hope so. I know it was pheromones that started this, and I know me and Kyra had recently broken up, but in the beginning, when we were just getting to know each other, and I had to admit to myself that I liked this and I liked you, and it felt so good, and it felt so real, and I felt I could relax, like I wasn't being seen through the lens of, oh, you're a predator, you're a carnivore, you're too big and too dangerous, you need to behave perfectly. You can't be rough or playful or act your size. You let me do that, though. You were never scared of me. I mean, you didn't even know about the guidelines of how to act around prey. You let me experiment with who I am, and I think that's what initially drew me to you. You're different. I've been thinking about it since our last conversation on board. You might be trying to find what's human about me, but you're not judging me for what I'm lacking. I get it now. Things between us could have been a lot better if I hadn't been addicted to you. And deviant. It makes you angry, I can tell. I'm angry too. But he's gone. But at least he can't come back. Not without getting arrested. He's stuck in deep space with other crazy people. And I hope he rots with them. You know what, though? We may have liked each other, but it was never earned. We gotta change that. Yeah, it can be like nothing ever happened, I guess. I did say we should start over, didn't I? Here. Hi. I'm Doma. It's nice to meet you. I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. Okay. Well, I guess we should probably go and see if we've been released yet, huh? Yeah, come on.
Atrial. It's been too long.
Gosh, yeah. You're an ambassador for Dorian now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you. All professional.
Yeah, I took after you. You were always the professional one.
Yeah, not anymore. I always thought you'd end up more like Ervin, to be honest.
Dragging ships around? Ugh. I mean, maybe if I was more qualified. She carried you in, you know.
Oh, I'm not gonna hear the end of that.
Her and Stacey gassed the place. What was the reason for that? It seemed unnecessary.
Well, they entered through the pirates' docked cruiser. They thought they would be dealing with pirates.
Oh, right.
They are hired for their aggression. You know that.
Yeah.
That's actually funny that you mentioned Ervin.
So, what's going on here? Any updates on our release?
Well, I was just chatting with your team about that. And about the state of Earth's contact date.
Delayed?
Indefinitely.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. It was probably going to be delayed anyways after they were removed from livestock status. I mean, knowing what we know now, we can't integrate humans properly until there's a cure.
Well, that and Tori.
Right. We lost control of her safety. And we don't have the best foot to put forward now. But we'll figure it out. That's one of the reasons I'm here. The Council has a proposition for our human survivor.
You still want to offer them that?
I do. Now, I know you didn't have the best experience as a human first interacting with other kind, but once we realized our mistake in our initial grading, we want to extend an offer. We want to offer to make you a human advocate of our multi-species society. We want to extend a permanent citizenship to you encourage you to participate in day-to-day life and activities, and to work with ambassadors such as myself to formulate a plan to contact Earth. And we want to hear from you and your thoughts and feelings during your time here. Is that something you'd be interested in? We'd be hiring you, in the sense that we need the input from a human experience. Excellent. I look forward to working with you.
They're gonna get paid?
For basically just being a human.
Exactly, Captain. Besides, they need some sort of income if they're going to stay here.
Where will they be staying?
With you.
What?
Wait, really?
Yes, really. Miss Doma, you're heavily medicated, and we fully diagnosed the problem. I think exposing their pheromones to you now suppressed receptors as much as possible will help train your body to become desensitized to them. Exposure therapy.
Alright, but then what about exposure with other Enzions?
It takes prolonged exposure for other Anxions to have a similar reaction that you had, so minor contact will have no effect. Just to be safe, though, we will have a commute set up so they can visit places that they need to be for their advocate program, including commuting back here for follow-ups.
You've got a pretty good grasp on everything, then, I reckon.
Pretty much. I mean, it's our job.
But on that note, everyone here is fully released. The human will go with Miss Doma. And Miss Duolian, I believe you're on vacation, correct?
Yeah, I'm out. Bye, everyone. Stay out of trouble, or so help me.
Take care, Zed. I guess you have to go find your boyfriend, huh? Congrats, Uvu. I'll see you around soon, hopefully.
All right. I'm glad everything's sorted. Me and Dr. Brenham will be on everyone's contact list. Please, refer to us with any questions or concerns. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye. Thank you. Everyone here is pretty straightforward with how they want things done, huh? No one bothered to ask you if you're even comfortable living with me. I mean, I trust Branham and Astrid. I should be fine. We're in Caradol, though. Did you realize? Yeah, we're here. And they have the resources now to make sure everyone is alright. I'm surprised you accepted the offer. I mean, it's a job, I guess. But you have no idea the damage control that's going on right now behind the scenes. Everyone's coming off as calm and collected and confident around you, but it's really in panic mode at the moment. They are very worried about you and how you're feeling after all of this. I would have preferred they were a bit more honest about that, but just know they are ready to move mountains to please you. They want good representation now before they contact Earth. So, play your cards right and I bet you'll get treated like absolute royalty. Oh yeah, I know Astrid. She's the ambassador of Dorian now. She used to just be the ambassador of Caradol. We went to school together. Me, Astrid, Erevin, and Kyra. You saw Erevin briefly when her and Stacen docked the ship. Erevin's a tower. She retrieves abandoned ships, ships in distress, pirate ships, anything that isn't supposed to be in space, she tows it. I'm actually confused as to why she was with Stacen. He's a tower too. Normally towers work alone. They hire the biggest, strongest, most adept species for that job, because they will also single-handedly take down and arrest pirates. I'm not even qualified. I told you there were bigger species than me. And then, of course, Kyra, you know already. Me and her were in the same field. Oh, I'm so tired. Hold on, I need a minute. The suppressants are making me eat a lot less, so I've been kind of weak. I'm hoping they can lighten my dosage at some point. What do you think so far? About how everything looks and feels and smells and just everything? You're on a different planet, in a different world. It's gotta be sensory overload. Hopefully not too much for me to do this, though. I know we just met, but I like to go fast. Okay. Come on. There's a commute ship waiting for us, I guess, at the dock. I haven't been home in so long. I'm so excited. Hey, you gotta get up. I know it's early. Good morning. Are you tired from yesterday, huh? I can't imagine. At least it's done. Earth knows that they're not alone. So what do you do the day after you tell Earth about aliens? Well, you have surgery today, remember? And I can finally be off my meds. And you can be off your planned commutes and move more freely. And everything will just be perfect. And you're still okay to have a pheromone replacement surgery. Alright. I know you're doing it for me, and I love you for that. I'm sure it'll go smoothly. You're still shaken up, huh? I can't imagine being tasked with talking to Earth's world leaders, presidents and stuff. I'd be pretty weak too. Huh? Oh. That's why you're weak. Silly me. I didn't mean to be so rough with you last night. I guess I was giddy from all the excitement. You deserved a good straw. Ephedrine, you're not supposed to be in here. Not on the bed. This is your fault. You let them do this. Fine. Spoiled. Both of you. I guess I did wake us up pretty early. We have some time. Once you have those synthetic pheromones, you won't be the same to me. Like, yeah, you won't be a drug anymore. But that also means you'll taste different. So I wanted to actually ask you. I know we said we would wait until after the surgery. But, could I do the thing to you now? Before it all changes? You know what I mean. I want to put your head in my mouth. It's been 6 months since everything went down. No, be gentle and careful. I'm not hungry for you, I promise. But you still taste good to me. I'll be gentle, okay? taste is gonna haunt me forever. But what time is it now? We gotta get up soon. Ah, hey now, it's better to be early. I will cuddle you then, but don't blame me for making you late when you end up making yourself late. Are you nervous for today? I promise I'll be right there when you go under, and right there when you wake up. And I'll even carry you home if you want. I love you. We can cuddle for 5 more minutes. No, only 5. Okay. 10 minutes. But you're making breakfast.